Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another German learning video. As you may recall, last time, sorry for the shadow by the way, we are in slightly dark conditions today due to a slightly later than normal recording. But in the last two videos, we covered beginner's phrases, very simple phrases. And in this video, so if you're not familiar with those, go watch those last two videos so that you can get familiar with those, as those are extremely important. Now, normally what you'll see is that in German courses, or really any language courses, they go from that stuff and then they go and they'll teach you different vocabulary sets. They'll teach you like months, they'll teach you weeks, they'll teach you that kind of stuff. And we are going to get to that because yes, that is of course super important, but what I feel is more important, and since you came to me for your learning, you will either feel this is important or leave the video now. But, I'm just kidding. But I feel it's more important to know your pronouns / conjugations. And since this will be a very short video, if we just did the pronouns, we're going to do the conjugations as well. So it's going to be fun. So we're going to start with pronouns. We need to find a pronoun first. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is simply a name given to an object to basically prevent it from repeating itself. So if I was talking about Marie, for instance, Marie, and I said Marie is a very nice girl. So we have Marie. Marie is a very nice girl. Marie is funny. Marie is cool. Marie is tall. Marie has blonde hair. I'm getting tired of saying Marie, so you replace it with she. She is the pronoun here, okay? So that's kind of how you do that. Same thing goes for like if I said the computer is big, the computer has a screen, the computer is blue. You could replace the computer with it, which actually is the name of a pretty decent movie with a clown in it. But you could rename the computer with it. It is the pronoun. Now, in German we have mostly the same pronouns as English, not like the same translations, but they are overall the same, okay? So we're about to go through those. It's gonna be fun. So we're gonna start with the pronoun here. We're gonna, first of all, so, ich. You start with ich, okay? Ich, I-C-H, I, okay? It's I, with an I sound, I. It's more kind of a cross between I and an I. And then you say, shh. It's the same kind of CH we were doing in the beginner video, in the previous videos, where you put the roof of your tongue against the, you put the top of your tongue against the roof of your mouth and you spit out air. Ish. Okay? I. Ish. Next one is du. Du means you. Du is an informal version of you. Okay? Not too difficult. So if you were talking to a friend, family member, something like that, you would most likely address them with du. If you're talking to a boss, you would not address them with du. You would address them with the pronoun we're going to get to at the very end. Then we have er. Er means he. So, er, he. Okay? Then we have sie. Sie is she. This S is not pronounced this S is not pronounced C. This S is pronounced Z. Okay? This S is pronounced like a Z. You do not pronounce this S. Alright? That is a different letter. This one right here called etzet, which we'll get to later. We've had etzet before. Etzet was in the last video under the phrase wie heißt du, which means, what is your name? Okay, so etzet is another letter of the German alphabet. It just has the letter. It just sounds like two S's together. Okay, I'll even write that if you wanna. There you go, two S's together. So that's what it sounds like. This S, however, one S only sounds like Z, like a Z. Okay, so ich, I, du, you, informal. Er, he, sie. Sie, she. I'm sorry, guys, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart here. Then we go to S, which means it. Okay, S, it. Congratulations, you can now reference anything in the singular with a pronoun. So these are all your singular pronouns, okay? This ich is your first person singular pronoun. This du is your second person singular pronoun. These er, sie, and s are your third person singular pronouns. We're now going to go on to the first, second, and third person plural pronouns. So we have wir. Wir is we. Remember, W's in German pronounced like V's. Wir, except in English loanwords. Then we have ihr. Ihr means you all. Okay? Ihr refers to a group that you are not a part of. A group that you are not a part of. This is a plural group. This is not as or s. Okay? Or do. This is a plural group. You all. Okay? So, should be pretty explanatory. Then we have sie. And another pronoun that goes with this, sie. Now, you might be looking at this and saying to yourself, well, how in the world can there be three of the same pronouns, considering we have sie there, and there? Well, I'm going to solve one of these issues for you. So one of these issues is, this sie right here with the capital S is referencing you. This serves the same purpose as du. However, this sie, where du is an informal expression of you, this sie references you in a formal way. This is what you would use the boss, or maybe someone you're like presenting a presentation to. This is a formal version. Now, then this sie right here means they. This is referencing a group that you are not part of and that you are not speaking directly to. This is a group you are speaking directly, or this is a group you are speaking about to somebody else that you are not a part of. Okay? Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, you are definitely most likely wondering to yourself right now, how in the heck am I going to tell the difference between sie as she, sie as they, and sie as you formal? Well, I'm glad I could be here to help. Sie as you formal is always going to be capitalized. Always going to be capitalized. Sie as you formal. Okay? Now, you are going to see it to where you are going to see it to where this sie and this sie are capitalized just because at the beginning of a sentence. So it's going to throw you off a little. But you are going to have to, the way you do this is you have to learn to use context clues in the sentence to understand who they're talking about, okay? Because if they're referencing a big person after the sie, you can infer it's probably the she one, right? Okay, so you get it. It's just, you got to practice and use context. If you have questions on that, which I'm sure you do, because that is a kind of difficult thing for learners to wrap their heads around, please be sure to leave a comment and I will make sure to get back to you and explain that to you. Okay, so we can end this video right here, but we're not. We're going to actually go into the next little section real quick. The next little section is conjugations. Okay, conjugations, they're going to be fun. So, a conjugation is you take a pronoun and you use a form of the verb to be, all right? To be is the most used and, well, basically, most used verb in the English language, German language, and basically like lots of other languages, most other languages. So, we have to be. In German, the verb to be is referenced as sein. It is spelled S-E-I-N, okay? Sein. You can remember that because of the sign of a circle, maybe. I'm sorry, the sign of an angle. Or the sign of a triangle. I'm not great with geometry. The sign of a triangle, you remember it that way. However, remember it's not spelled the same. That sign is spelled S-I-N-E. This sign is spelled, actually this is sein. This is sein, not sign. This is sein, S-E-I-N. Okay? Okay. Now, for this, we're going to take each of our verbs. Ich, du, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie. I said verbs, didn't I? I think I said verbs. I meant pronouns. We're going to take each of our pronouns, which I have written down here. I have separated them into the singular column and the plural column. Okay? Okay? This is first person, second, third. First, second, these three, as the S, are all third. Okay? Of course, this is I, you informal. He, she, it. We, y'all, you all. Sie as they, and sie as you formal. Okay? Now, you've done great. You've gotten pronouns. You can reference somebody. However, you can't say anything that's going on with them or anything they're doing. Well, actually, you can, but actually, no, you really can't because you don't have any verbs. But, yeah, so you really can't say, you can't describe them. You really can't do anything like that. So we need to figure out how can we do that. Well, you need a verb And the basic verb we're going to use is to be. Now, to make this a little easier, because I understand this might be a little complicated for some people, in English, I'm going to separate it over here. So, in English, I'm going to go down a little, we have the verb to be as well. We separate it into I, you, he, she, it, we, you all, and they. Okay? We separate it into that. Now, the conjugation. So these are pronouns. This is exactly what we got over here, right? We got ish, I, you, do, all right? So we got it all over here. Now, we separate this. We say I am. This is a verb. This is the form of the verb to be, all right? I am. Okay? You are. He is, she is, it is. And just like in English, these three conjugations right here in German are all the same. We are. You all are. They are. Okay? So now that we have a basis and something to operate off of, now we can come back up here and we can start conjugating. So, German. So your conjugations in German, ich bin, okay? B-I-N, ich bin. Du bist, okay? B-I-S-T, bist. Ist, okay? I-S-T. And it's the same for Z and S. Congratulations, you've now conjugated the first column, the singular. You've conjugated the singulars. And if you want, what you really could do is you could stop this video right here, make sure you got the singulars down, then go resume it to go on to the plurals. Wir sind, S-I-N-D. Ihr seid, S-E-I-D. Slightly confusing, these two. Watch out for them. Sie and Sie sind. Okay? These two, note, are the same. These two are actually, and pretty much every verb conjugation, can't think of off the top of my head, they are the same. Okay? So perfect work, guys. Really good job on doing that. Now you are able to conjugate the verb sein in German to be. Okay? And of course, these literally pretty much translate to this. Okay? That's pretty much exactly what they translate to. We can do some quick example sentences with these. So now what you can do, now all you need adjectives, okay? You need adjectives. All right? And then you can start kind of putting sentences together, putting some basic sentences together, which is really exciting for you. So, you want the sentence, ich. So let's say you want to say like, I am handsome. Ich bin. All right, we look at the table and we say, okay, what goes with ich bin. So bin, and then the adjective for handsome is hübsch. Ich bin hübsch. I am handsome. Okay? Let's see, what's another one we could say? You are, or let's say, they are busy. Let's say they are busy right now. Actually, we'll just say they are busy because I don't want to confuse you with sentence structure and everything. So we're going to keep it simple with they are busy. Okay, so we say, all right, well, what's they on here? Not ish, not du, not es, we just X out the singular pronoun. We say wir, no, that's we. Yeah, no, that's you all. One of these, we know this is formal you, so we go over here. This is formal you, so we go over here to sie, the lowercase, and we say, all right, well, Z, and this is what I was talking about. See, it's capitalized right here, but we know we can use kind of, actually in this sense you really can't use too much, but in most cases you're going to be able to kind of use context clues to figure out what they're talking about, okay? So Sie sind, we said they are busy. And then, so we conjugate with sind because this is literally what goes with it. Beschäftigt. Okay? That's they are busy. So we're going to do one more, and there's actually some other ways to say that, but that's just understand how to conjugate right now, all right? We're not worried about adjectives right now. Just understand the kind of general idea behind it. We'll nail adjectives in another time. Okay, so we're going to do one more. Let's pick one more. How about we are excited. Let's say we are excited. So we go on here. What's we? Not ich, not du, not er, sie, es, not ihr, not sie, sie. Wir. Wir is we. So we go wir. We go say, all right, what's conjugation? Sind. So we go wir, sind. Sind. It's conjugation. So this is verb. This is subject pronoun. Wir sind, and excited is aufgeregt. We are excited. So, I am handsome. They are busy. We are excited. We know this is subject pronoun. We know this is verb. We know this is subject pronoun. We know this is verb. Okay, here's one last look at the paper, just in kind of an overview of what we learned today. So today we learned the subject pronouns in German and how to conjugate them with the form to be or sein. And we did some example sentences with different adjectives. Once you practice this enough, this will come like really easily. You will conjugate these in the prom. Right now it might seem difficult, but trust me, once you conjugate these enough, it will be a piece of cake. They will fall out of your mouth like there is no tomorrow, okay? So I'm really glad we got to do this. Hopefully, I'm thinking next lesson, I really haven't decided what we're going to do next lesson. I'm thinking about going over regular verb conjugations, which is basically where we're going to take different verbs besides sein, and we're going to learn how to conjugate them. But we will see. I'll see what's best for us at the time. Y'all leave comments below telling me what you want to learn, and I'll kind of figure out where to fit that in. All right, super glad we could do this. Have a great day, guys. It's been fun.